I seem to be in a little bit of a tism. Let me catch you up. So the story starts with president of our HOA, Dan. Now Dan came into power after overthrowing the board last year. I voted for him. And it only took me a couple of months to regret that. Because it only took 15 days after Hurricane Milton for Dan to start shoving this flood wall idea down our throats. And this flood wall was going to cost us $20,000 per person who lived in the area. Now quick math, according to how many people live there, makes the cost of that $5 million. A pretty penny. Now the thing that makes it really suspicious, according to this Facebook post, only 2 weeks before Hurricane Milton hit, a burn was going to cost us $1,000 each. But somehow, along the way, now that everyone is scared, it somehow is going to cost 20 times the price. Feels like he's trying to capitalize on a crisis right now, right? That's what I thought. So I ended up posting a video to the community Facebook page outlining just the pros and cons of said proposed wall. The biggest issue is, even if this fails, we're still going to have to pay that $20,000 each. But here's the real kicker. Straight after that video, I got a call from Dan.
Hi Blake. Are you familiar with the FEMA 50% rule? If your house was hit by Hurricane Ian, you might not even get coverage for Milton.
Now that didn't sound very inviting, did it?
What'd he lie about?
It took me 2 seconds to Google to find out the FEMA rule had changed from 5 years to 1. But that's not the most important part he left out.
What was the worst part?
Get up, I'll show you.
I'm sick.
Were you a bitch as well?
Only on Fridays.
Well, it's Monday, so let's go. So the FEMA 50% rule terrifies people that live in flood zones like us.
Why is that?
Because they believe that if we get an insurance claim for larger than 50% of the value of our home, we'll have to tear it down at our own cost. For example, if you have a $160,000 house and your insurance check is $85,000, you would have to tear it down and rebuild it back to code. But that's not the case.
It isn't?
No. To my understanding, the FEMA 50% rule is only applied to permit-related items.
Permit-related items?
So when you're getting things renovated in your house, or in my case, fixed, some items need to get a permit pulled for the county. And that process is about as fun as sticking a needle in the hole of your dick. Drywall, paints, flooring, door casings, electrical plumbing, blah, blah, blah. The flood insurance will cover pretty much all of that stuff. So when it comes to pulling permits, the items inside your house is usually plumbing and electrical related, not your drywall or your flooring or other items like that.
Bro, I'm nervous with you that close to the edge. Black folks don't mess with heights.
Now, most of the permits are actually going to be things that are related to outside. So like painting, AC unit, fences, and the roof, for example.
Can we get down now?
Once you know that information, if your house is $160,000 and your insurance check is $85,000, it's probably only going to be like $15,000 worth of permits. I don't think the FEMA 50% rule is really going to be a concern for us.
Sounds like you have to make another HOA video.
Hey guys, Blake again. Thanks Dan for letting me know about the FEMA 50% rule. I recently found out a couple of things about this. There's been some changes that make it not as scary, which is kind of exciting.
Teddy.
Things got a little strange after that second video.
Are you Blake?
Yes.
I saw your video. Thank you for posting that.
Thank you very much.
That.
Thank you. People started thanking me like I was doing some sort of service. Yes. I'm not in West Virginia anymore. You wanna know why? God, it's cold. This cocoa ain't warming me up enough. So instead, I fly back to sunny Florida where it's been raining half the time. I'm sick again. I just can't win. I'm good, the sun's coming out. So anyway, the messages kept coming in, and it got very weird. I wasn't even trying to do these videos in an attempt to stick it to Dan. I just wanted to raise a conversation in the community so they could vote logically instead of emotionally on this.
You have a lot more fans in the community than you realize. That was a strange statement. And besides all this stuff to do with the wall, there was still something looming over Stacey and I. And that was, will we or won't we get the insurance money to cover our home damages?
Hey Blake, I just heard back from the flood insurance adjuster and they've given us $1,000. So you'll be expecting a check in the mail.
Thanks, bro. That's good news finally.
No worries, yeah, just let me know when you get it.
Yeah, of course. Cheers, man. Bye.
Celebratory dinner?
Yes, I just got to post one question on the HOA page.
What's the question?
He let it slip in the meeting that he was going to get it approved as a privacy wall, not a flood wall, which would void all protections we have.
Gotcha.
Kind of crazy.
Now, I'm hoping asking this question publicly is going to make a lot of people doubt Dan's ability to execute.
Are you ready to go?
Hold on a second, something's up.
What's wrong?
Every time I post it just disappears.
And that's when I realized what Dan's next move was. Change the privacy settings of the Facebook page so that my problematic posts can be stopped before they even go out.